There comes a moment for everyone when you hit a wall, when the excitement fades, when the path gets dark, and everything inside you whispers, just quit. But in that very moment, a choice is made, to stop or to keep going. And that choice, it defines your future. Main content, the power of a growth mindset. Let's get this straight. No matter who you are, what you've done, where you've been, if your mindset sucks, your life will suck. Period. You can have talent, connections, money, opportunity, but if you walk around with a fixed mindset, you'll blow it all. You know what I've seen ruin more dreams than failure? Fear of failure. And that fear comes from believing that failure means you're done. That's a fixed mindset. It whispers, if I fail, I'm a failure. If I mess up, people will judge me. If I try and don't win, it's over. But I need you to hear me on this. That's the mindset that keeps you average. Greatness? Greatness is built by people who are willing to suck at something long enough to get good at it. People who fall flat on their face and say, that's it, let's go again. That's a growth mindset. And that, my friend, is where the magic starts. Let's break this down real simple. What is a growth mindset, really? A growth mindset isn't some motivational quote. It's not a hashtag. It's not a buzzword from some leadership seminar. It's a way of seeing the world that changes everything. It says, I'm not fixed. I'm fluid. I'm not defined by where I started. I'm defined by how I grow. I don't fear failure. I use it. I don't chase perfection. I chase progress. And that mindset, it turns ordinary people into beasts, into entrepreneurs who build when no one believes, into athletes who train when no one watches, into creators who post when no one clicks. Because they know the reward isn't in the outcome. The reward is in becoming the type of person who never gives up. Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Let's make it crystal clear. Let me show you the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A person with a fixed mindset says, I'm either good at it or I'm not. But someone with a growth mindset says, I can get better with effort. A person with a fixed mindset believes, failure defines me, while the one with a growth mindset knows, failure teaches me. The fixed mindset hears feedback and thinks, this is criticism. They're attacking me. But the growth mindset sees it differently. Feedback is fuel. It helps me grow. When challenges appear, the fixed mindset says, I avoid this. It's too risky. But the growth mindset steps forward and says, I seek them out. That's where I grow. And finally, the fixed mindset whispers, effort means I'm weak. If I was talented, I wouldn't have to try this hard. But the growth mindset roars back. Effort is strength. This is how I build greatness. So I'll ask you, which mindset are you living with? And more importantly, which one are you willing to build today? Because let's be honest, you can't build a big life with a small mindset. Real talk, why most people stay stuck? Most people stay stuck because they won't get uncomfortable. They say they want success, but they also want to sleep in. They want to be respected, but they don't want to fail in public. They want to grow, but they don't want to look like a beginner. Guess what? You can't grow and stay comfortable at the same time. Let me repeat that. You can't grow and stay comfortable at the same time. If you want a different life, you've got to become a different person. And that means stepping into the fire. The growth mindset in action. Let's take this from theory to real life. You know what growth mindset looks like in the wild? It's starting that business even if you fail. Posting that video even if no one watches. Speaking up even when your voice shakes. Showing up even when you're exhausted. Admitting you don't know it all and learning anyway. It's knowing that the people who laugh at you now will respect you later. Because success doesn't come from getting it right the first time. It comes from getting it wrong 100 times and showing up for number 101. How to develop a growth mindset, practical tactics. So how do you build it? Not just talk about it. Here's the blueprint. 1. Start with self-awareness. You got to catch yourself in the act. When you hear your inner voice say, I can't do this, you stop and say, hold up, I'm learning. I'm growing. Reframe the story. That's the first shift. 2. Redefine failure. Failure is not falling down. Failure is staying down. Start celebrating your losses as learning. Ask, what did I learn? What can I apply next time? Because every L is a lesson if you let it be. 3. Put yourself in hard situations on purpose. If it's hard, do it anyway. Start public speaking. Launch the brand. Have the difficult conversation. The more you run toward challenge, the more you train your brain to believe, I can handle anything. 4. Stop tying your worth to results. This is big. You are not your performance. Your value is not based on whether your last video flopped or went viral. You are worthy because you showed up. Period. 5. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. Environment is everything. Hang with people who say, let's figure out. Nah, that's too risky. Protect your energy. Protect your belief. The long game. Look, this isn't about one speech or one day. This is about building a lifetime habit of growth. The truth is, you're going to fall. You're going to doubt. You're going to fail. But if you keep that mindset strong, you're going to win. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But eventually. Because growth mindset isn't sexy. It's not loud. But it's relentless. And relentless people always win. Final truth. Nobody cares. Work anyway. Let me end with this. Stop waiting for permission. Stop looking for motivation. Nobody owes you belief. That's your job. Your friends won't always get it. Your family might not support you. The algorithm may ignore you. Cool. Do it anyway. Because when you build a growth mindset, you become the kind of person who can't be stopped. You outlast trends. You outgrow doubt. You outwork the noise. And one day, people will look at your results and say, wow, you're lucky. And you'll smile because you'll know luck had nothing to do with it. It was mindset, all mindset. If this message found you at the right moment, don't just let it fade. Replay it, live it, share it. Subscribe to 10 Minutes Motiversity for daily fire in your mind, strength in your steps, and belief in your journey. New videos, real talk, no fluff, just fuel. You're not done yet. This is just the beginning. Let's go.